Hi, this is my video response to chapters 5 and 8 from the book Confessions of a Public Speaker. In chapter 5, titled Don't Eat the Microphone, the author talks a lot about how to keep the audience's attention by having prepared the speech properly with an outline or having the 5 points or whatever works for you. He just puts a lot of emphasis on practicing the speech and being prepared ahead of time. And he gives the example of how Lincoln, the rumor is that Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address on the back of a napkin. And he kind of disproves this by saying, that may have been true. Then, he had put in a tremendous amount of effort beforehand and a lot of thinking. And he has, professional writers helping him out with these speeches. So I thought that was interesting. He also says that, something that I thought was really interesting was if you're giving an hour-long speech and there's 100 people there, that's 100 hours of time that you have spent, or that other people have time that they have spent listening to you. That was just a really interesting way to word it and really helped me put it into perspective. And he gives the example of somebody giving a 20-minute presentation that kind of sucked, and if the guy had only spent 20 minutes beforehand preparing the speech, then it wouldn't have wasted those people's time. And he talks kind of about the ego and how this is selfish if you think about it. And that kind of just made me think about how in the future, if I am asked to give a speech, whether it be at work or my personal life, I will put, a decent amount of effort into preparing it, which, really, it makes sense. Like, these people are here giving up their time to listen to you. Like, you should be preparing it. And even if you think that you can wing it, like, it's better, like we talked about in class, like, it's better to over-prepare than under-prepare. And it's rare that people do better just winging it than preparing. So I thought that was interesting. It kind of made me think. He also talks about having your 5 points on a Post-it note. And if you've done enough preparing and thinking, your brain won't need a full outline. Like, the 5 points on a Post-it will be enough. And so that was just a useful tip. Because a lot of times I will prepare, but I will not it's almost like I don't trust myself to remember these things. But if I can just learn to trust myself and know that, I have a decent enough memory that when I'm reading these 5 points that my brain will remember the rest that goes along with it. In chapter 8, the author talks a lot about